So in light of the Odyssey coming out, I've decided to make a Greek helmet. So today, I'm going to teach you guys how to make a Greek helmet out of cardboard. So let's get started. Like any helmet, this one obviously starts with the dome. So I have this pre-made dome I made, but I'll show you how I made it. So this dome starts off by making a first large main ring, and then folding that in half, finding the center, and then cutting out another strip on top to get that kind of center line piece going. And then once you have that, here's where it gets a little bit different. So what you're going to do is cut out like a 13-ish long piece of cardboard with a curved end. And then what you're going to do is just bend that piece and then just put it up against the side of that center strip, and then just trim away little excess pieces that you don't need to try to get that edge flush with the other side. It is a lot of guesswork and estimating, but my best advice is just to take tiny pieces off. So it's easier to take off little pieces than it is to take off one big piece and then realize you took off too much. So start little and then go from there. And then once you have a good shape, just glue it onto the side of it. And then once you have one side, you're obviously going to do it on the other side. So once you have those two strips of cardboard on either side, you're basically almost done now. And now the only thing really left to do is just fill in that crescent shape on the sides. So how we're going to fill that out is we're going to grab a sheet of blank paper, and then we're going to lay that across the gap here. And then we're just going to make small creases in that paper to kind of estimate where the shape is. So what you're going to do is grab a marker. Any marker is okay. And then you're going to just crease the paper wherever you feel the edge of the gap is. And then you're just going to draw where you feel the edge is. So once you have that basic kind of rough outline of the gap, you're just going to close off the full shape by connecting the two ends, just like I'm doing here. Then once you have that, you're going to want to cut out that paper pattern. So after you cut out your paper template, you're going to want to just kind of compare it to the gap on the side of the helmet, and then make any slight trims or adjustment if needed. But once you're happy with the shape, do what I'm doing here and just trace it out onto a blank sheet of cardboard. And then after that, just cut it out. And then boom, you have your sheet of cardboard that should cover up that gap. And all you need to do now is just bend it and then glue it to cover up that hole. And then your helmet should now look like this. But of course you know the drill, and so whatever you do on one side, you got to do it on the other side. So do the exact same process just for the other gap, and you can actually use the same template you did on the other side. You might need to make some very micro adjustments, but that should be it. So yeah, that was basically how I built this dome. And of course, if you want to build the exact helmet I have in this video, I've left templates down in the pinned comment, so you can get those there. Hope you enjoy them. So to make the faceplate of the helmet, I have this sheet of cardboard here with the measurements written out here on screen. And then we're just going to bend this sheet of cardboard to form the front curve of the faceplate. Then once I did that, I drew out the pattern of the shape of the face that I wanted. After looking at some images on Google, I came up with this design. So you'll notice that I only cut out half of the faceplate, and that is for a reason, so that I can fold the piece over on the back side and trace it out so that both sides are exactly the same and symmetrical. And then once I've traced that out, I'm just obviously going to cut that out. So once the faceplate is cut out like this, I'm just going to do a little test fit on the front of the helmet to see if I need to make any trims or anything like that. So I decided I need to mark up the front brow here of the helmet just to cut that shape out just where I marked with my pencil. Then once I'm happy with that, I'm just going to glue the faceplate onto the front of the helmet here. This little cut here just makes it so that the eyes sit more appropriately where the helmet rests on my head. Now that the faceplate's glued on, I'm just going to work on the back here now. So the back is very similar to how the front started, just with the large sheet of cardboard. I have the measurements obviously written out on screen, and then I'm just going to bend this sheet of cardboard. And then it's going to be attached to the back here, just like I'm doing. Now that it looks like this, I'm going to use my pencil and mark up a design that I want for the back. It's pretty simple, just to like a kind of curved half circle on the back. And then after that, I'm just going to cut it out. So after all that, the helmet is already starting to take shape, and here it is now. So for the sides, I have these little 2 circles that I just traced out using like a rolled duct tape, and then they're just going to get simply glued to the side. So the main structure of the helmet is pretty much done, so now we're going to work on the big, like, famous crest on the top of the helmet. So here I just have this long strip of cardboard that I made, and then I'm just cutting little slits in it with my scissors, just like I'm doing here. And then I'm just fanning those slits out so that the piece can bend on the top of the helmet. And then I'm going to lightly glue the top spine on the top of the helmet, like with very little glue. Now you're going to take any strong tape you have, duct tape, packing tape, whatever, and you're just going to stiffen up the top spine. Make it as stiff as possible using sticks, as I'm doing here, or whatever, many layers of tape. Just make it as strong as possible. Now I'm just going to take it off, and now with all that, you have a perfect template to match the curvature of the top of the helmet. Now taking that rigid template, I'm going to find another sheet of cardboard and trace that inner curve onto that fresh piece of cardboard, making sure not to alter the curve as well as possible. And then I'm just drawing the shape and design I want of the top crest. And then obviously cut that piece out. And then once I had that top spine, I just did a little test fit, and as you can see, it fits perfectly. So now you're gonna make a duplicate of this piece, so 2 of these. Then once you have your 2 pieces, you're gonna leave these off to the side for now, just to see what we're about to do with them. So right here I have a paper bag that I used just for, I think, clothes shopping, but anyway, you can get these pretty much anywhere. I'm gonna cut out a long strip, and what we're gonna do with this, somewhat similar to what we did with that cardboard template earlier, is we're gonna cut lots of tiny little slits. Make sure not to cut all the way through, just kind of mostly the way through, leaving the bottom intact, just like this. And then you're gonna take one of your crest pieces, and you're gonna glue this frilly paper piece to the top curve of the crest, just like I'm doing. And then this is what you should have in the end. It kind of mimics that like horsehair that the real helmets have, and make sure to do that to both sides, obviously. And then once you have both of your pieces finished, you're just going to glue the crest to the top of the helmet. And now it should look like this. Of course, you could probably use pipe cleaners, I've seen other people do, or any other substitute material other than like cardboard brown paper, but I like this look because it makes it pretty clean. So after that, I'm just made this little rectangle piece. I'm just going to cover up this gap here just to make the helmet look a little neater. And so at this stage, the helmet is pretty much done without any painting whatsoever. So if you want to leave it like this, that's up to you. But right now I'm going to show you exactly how I detailed it and painted it. So right now I'm taking my glue gun, and I'm just going to essentially kind of draw with my hot glue gun. And I'm just squeezing out a little bit of glue and dragging the tip across the edge of the helmet here, just to give it some more like 3-dimensional detail. So after the gluing is done, I'm going to show you guys a technique I like to do to make any cardboard prop look better. And that involves taking a container, some Mod Podge, and some water from your kitchen sink. And basically this makes a water-based glue we're going to use to paper mache a brown paper bag onto the helmet here. So I'm just going to rip up this paper bag into little bits, and then we're just going to paper mache this onto the helmet. And basically what this does, it kind of smoothens out the whole helmet and covers up any like gaps or imperfections in the surface, and it just kind of makes everything look much cleaner. So now here's what the helmet looks like after all the paper macheing, and see all the details kind of pop a little bit more. And after this, we're going to now paint the helmet. So I'm taking some gold paint, some olive green, and I'm just going to mix that into my container until I get this kind of darker gold-ish. And I'm just going to paint that on with the big brush onto the helmet. So here's the helmet all painted gold. Now we're going to take some dark silver black paint and we're going to weather the helmet, make it look battle worn. So we're going to take a paper towel and just crumple it up, and then we're going to dip that paper towel into the container and just kind of dab on the paint and smudge it on the edges and places you would kind of imagine where if a helmet were battle worn, places would be missing paint. So here's what the helmet looks like, and now we're going to paint the crest, the final element. And you guys voted for this, so we got some yellow paint, and now we're just going to simply paint it onto the crest with a bigger brush. And after the crest is all painted, the helmet is finally done. And with that, I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to stay tuned for the next video, because the next video we're going to make Greek body armor. See you in the next one.